I know what you're thinking. Josh, why the fuck do you have an avocado? Is this dog really gonna click clack? He's fucking... Bro, we're filming a video. Fucking dog in the background. There's little nails. He wants to... You wanna come say hi? Do you wanna be in it? You're killing me. Literally the moment I press record. Come here. This is my dog. This is Duke. Say hi. You just had to be making noise in the background. Get out of here. Go. As I was saying, I know what you're thinking. Why do you have an avocado in front of you? This is a cocktail video after all, right? Avocados, cocktails don't really typically go hand in hand. Well, little story. So I was in Florida. I was in Miami. I think it was last year, August. Yeah, it was like the summer of 2019. And I was sitting at the Red Berry Hotel in South Beach. I go down to the cocktail bar, and the first cocktail on the list is something called the Tequilado. I was skimming through the ingredients, and the first ingredient in the Tequilado is avocado. So naturally, out of like the 20 cocktails on the menu, I'm like, an avocado cocktail? What? That doesn't, I've never seen that, never heard of it. And to this day, since I had that drink, I've still never seen a cocktail with avocado. But I ended up ordering it and was completely blown away by it. It's just something different, something that you don't typically see or hear avocado in a cocktail. Well, I know it sounds like right off the bat, it sounds kind of crazy, but you gotta remember avocado is a fruit. And can you go away, dog? The worst timing. Avocado is a fruit, right? And if you really think about it, avocado, yeah, it has like its own unique flavor, but it also doesn't really taste like too much. It's more of, when you're using it in a cocktail, it's more of a textural thing. It's there to bring richness and creaminess and texture, and not so much add flavor. But with that being said, it does complement fruits, or you could say that fruits complement it, I think, in a cocktail. So if you've ever had a cocktail with heavy cream or half and half or something like that, it's really not that odd if you really think about it. So I got so obsessed with this cocktail after I got home. I probably spent weeks, maybe even a couple months trying to recreate the cocktail. I knew what went into it, but I didn't know the exact recipe, and the bartender wouldn't give it to me. The exact, ratios and measurements and how he went about making the cocktail. He wouldn't give me all the nitty-gritty details. So I basically came home, and after... Dude, go sit on the couch right now. Now the water bubbler is fucking making noise. Oh my god. Where the fuck was I? Long story short, I was able to not fully replicate the cocktail, but put my own little spin on it and make something that was similar that I think really tastes good. This cocktail, as odd as it may sound, considering it has avocado, is one of my top 10 favorite cocktails ever. So I figured, why not make it on camera? You guys can see what goes into it, how I make it, and why I think it's so good. So let's run through the ingredients, and we'll whip it up and give some little tasting notes on it. So this is sort of a riff on my riff, if that makes sense. I decided to, the last version I made, make some tweaks, make some adjustments just for fun, just see how it turns out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna puree or muddle really 40 grams specifically of avocado. That was probably the most difficult part, was figuring out the right ratio of avocado to spirits to sugar to everything else that goes into the drink. And I kind of settled on 40 grams. I think that's perfect considering what else goes into it. Then we're gonna do 2 ounces of blanco tequila, 1 ounce of pineapple juice, ½ ounce of lime juice, 1/4 ounce of coconut syrup, a 1/4 ounce of banana liqueur, 1/4 ounce of Grand Marnier, 12 drops of saline, and a black pepper garnish, which we'll get to. The original drink had just the avocado, the tequila, the pineapple juice, the lime juice, a black pepper garnish, along with a cilantro garnish. I don't have any cilantro. The cilantro and the black pepper really add something different to the drink. It kind of ties it all together. It's kind of like I wouldn't say savory, but it has kind of a margarita influence to it, considering the lime juice and the tequila. So adding that black pepper, adding that cilantro, it's unlike really anything. It's pretty rare, if ever, that you'll see a cocktail with a black pepper garnish. And I'll show you how we do that. It's not basically just do a crack of black pepper fresh over the top of the drink, like you would with like cinnamon or nutmeg. It sounds crazy, but it's really good, and it kind of completes the drink in my eyes. I think it makes it really interesting. So let's start making it. We're gonna muddle this avocado. We're gonna slice it up. We're gonna weigh out 40 grams, and I'm just gonna muddle it as much as possible. So hypothetically, you could make this blended and kind of forego having to muddle it, but I've actually never tried blending this drink. I've only done it shaken and with the muddled avocado. But the reason it's important to really muddle it as much as possible, we basically want to make a puree. An avocado puree is so that when you go to actually sip it, there's not these little chunks of avocado. Doesn't make for an enjoyable kind of sipping experience with these little like fine chunks of avocado. So we're gonna puree it as much as possible with a muddler. I'm gonna weigh out 40 grams. 42, close enough. All right, there we go. I literally smashed it to shit. Using a fork would work if you don't have a muddler, but if you do have a muddler, I would suggest it. It just makes it a little bit easier. Produces a better finished kind of avocado puree result, I guess. I'm gonna add 2 ounces of this Patron to the glass, and as usual, spill some. 1, 2. I'm using blanco tequila today. I don't think that a reposado would be a bad idea. Maybe even a little like reposado with some añejo combined. Really any tequila will do. By all means, try combining a couple different aged tequilas in there. I don't think it would hurt. Next up, 1 ounce pineapple juice. Bam. 1/2 ounce of lime juice. So kind of think of this drink as it's like a boozy smoothie. That's basically what it is. It has that smoothie kind of like a little bit of creamy, fruity, ice cold characteristic. Don't knock it till you try it. I know, avocado, it's like what the F, but it really adds a nice creaminess to this specific drink. All right, next up, we're gonna do a 1/4 ounce of coconut syrup. This is basically just simple syrup made with demerara sugar and infused with coconut flakes. I've used it before on the channel, I think. Next up, my absolute favorite banana liqueur from Gifford, Banane do Brasil. 1/4 ounce. And I think the reason that this liqueur works so well in this drink is it's not like a fruit that's bursting with flavor. It's a very subtle, mild flavored fruit. Avocado is. It does have some nuttiness. I think it has some like kind of nutty kind of flavor quality to it. So banana, nut, I think those pair just kind of well. It just kind of makes sense. This was not in the original drink. I ended up adding it and really liking how it kind of commingled with the avocado. A little bit of Grand Marnier, right? So this being a orange flavored liqueur, I think it's gonna go well with the pineapple, with the lime juice. We're gonna do a 1/4 ounce on this into the glass. And this is kind of a last minute thing I just thought of on the spot. Let's do a dash of orange bitters, 1 dash. Last but not least, saline, right? So like I was saying, this has some kind of margarita inspiration behind it, kind of like margarita ingredients in it. So 12 drops of saline, let's do it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what I like to do with this to really get all the ingredients kind of homogenized and mixed up well is shake it without ice. Just get that avocado to mix with the tequila, with the different liqueurs and the coconut syrup, and then add the ice to chill it, to get it nice and cold. Alright, so the avocado has been mixed up well with everything else. There's some little bits in there, so we're gonna double strain this just to get those little particles out, little pieces of avocado. Let's add our ice. 1 big cube and 1 cube that's been crushed up. Alright, I shaked it up over ice. So we're gonna strain it using this extra strainer. So when this happens and it gets stuck there, I just take my finger, give it a little swirl, and it'll kind of force the rest of the liquid to go through. There we go. And then you're left with these, little chunks of avocado that we don't necessarily want in the finished product. Something I played around with in the past, because in person, it looks green, which is nice, obviously, because of the avocado, but to really make it more vibrant green and more eye-appealing green is just to add like a 1/4 ounce of blue curacao, and that'll make this look like neon green and just a little bit more visually appealing, but not really necessary. It's still gonna taste great. Speaking of which, almost forgot. Black pepper, half a crack. That's it. You have just a little smidge of black pepper on there. So when you go to take a little sip, you get that little extra spicy, black peppery kind of flavor. Let's try it. So creamy. So creamy and rich. Oh my God. It's not really ideal for this time of the year because it's October. Definitely a summertime drink, but then again, it's kind of heavy because of the avocado, so it's not like a horrible fall drink. I would drink this in the dead of winter. I think it's really good. Just thick, not overbearingly thick, but just the mouthfeel is nice. That rich, creamy, thick mouthfeel, fruity. It's got that citrus punch from the pineapple and the lime juice, and then the black pepper just adds a new dimension to the drink. You thought it was good already, and then you're like, whoa, there's fucking black pepper in it. Go whip this up. In the comments, would you make this? Would you try an avocado cocktail? And also, what I should make on the next cocktail recipe episode. If you have any ideas, throw up a comment, let me know. I'm doing these on a regular basis. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. That's all you gotta do. Just subscribe. You turn on the little bell notification. You'll get a notification anytime I post a cocktail recipe video. I'm gonna go enjoy the fuck out of this. Cheers. Have a great night, morning, day, evening, afternoon, whatever fucking time it is where you're watching this. I love you. I'm out. It's so good. Oh, and the banana just hit me too. Banana with avocado and coconut, and go make this.